All right, Pisces, let's get started. How are you? How's everybody doing today? Um, what do I need? What am I missing? I just hit record and I wasn't even ready. I'm like, let's go. Let's do this. Let's light some incense and say a little prayer. All right, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for my Pisces watching right now. I ask that you would fill them with hope, messages of hope, healing, inspiration, guidance, courage to take the next step or to not take the next step. Courage to show up every day as their authentic selves, fully experiencing this journey called life. It's what a journey too. I just stopped because I just thought of like I feel like I've lived like a million lives. Does anybody else feel like that? I feel like I've lived a million fucking lives, and that's okay. That's just more experience to draw on, and um, to me, I view it as like relatable content where if anyone's sharing something with me, I can be like, oh, yeah, I know how that feels. Been there. Been there. I know how that feels. But let's go ahead and get started. So I just lift up my Pisces right now and I ask for just peace, clarity, direction. I bind any negative energy, any negative um, anything rooted in fear, we bind up. I bind anything that exalts itself against the truth, and I loose the power of supernatural peace, love, and joy to flow through every fiber of my Pisces viewing right now. Every fiber of their being, body, soul, spirit, heart, mind, will, and emotions. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right, bring it forth. Bring all the messages. Bring it on. Let's get it on. Oh, baby. Pisces. What does Pisces need to hear right now? We've got a frog. Cute little frog. Stepping into your power. Let's go. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. All right. So we are going to draw from this deck next. Pisces. Stepping into their power. Oof. Oh, talk about power. That is one powerful word. No. Abso-fucking-lutely not. No. You know how hard boundaries have been for me my entire life? And the more that I practice them, the more I enjoy it. First, it was like super uncomfortable and hard, and I felt bad. But now it's really enjoyable to be like, you know what? No, that doesn't line up with my purpose, with my calling, with what I'm doing right now. So no, thank you. Kind of a bitch, but it's okay. It's okay. I haven't had a villain era yet, so this is it. Um, Pisces, stepping into your power. Pisces, are you stepping into your villain era? I need to draw now for my Disney villains. Let's see what comes out. These are just Monopoly cards, but I took them from the Disney villain Monopoly. What is it's Pisces stepping into their villain era? As who? Which villain? And the sunflower just fell. So you are, yeah, villain era, but a villain who gives hope and sun and light and activates others with your strength and your power. Shere Khan. It says, this. Then you should also know that everyone runs from Shere Khan. Yeah, nobody fucks with you. You are unfuckable with. You are stepping into your power. And anyone who has ill intentions, look on the bright side, knows not to fuck with you. I love it. You're entering your villain era. And I love that we have look on the bright side as well as the sunflower, because it doesn't mean just because you're, exercising boundaries or setting limits to how much of you people can access, it doesn't make you evil or bad. I mean, I know I said villain era, but like look on the bright side. It makes you more capable, because when you protect your energy and you protect access to you, you're not just willy-nilly, energy leaks here and there and allowing people to attach their shit onto you and suck you dry left and right. Then you become more effective to spread light more effective to warm others up, coming from a place of strength rather than a place of lack or disconnect or constantly like putting out fires and patching up holes from all the energetic leaks. So I love that. So we got a tiger, Shere Khan. Everyone runs from Shere Khan. And this is coming to me right now. I'm just thinking of how he was afraid of fire, right? That's one thing Mowgli did, was like pick up fire and wave it in his direction to scare him off. So this could be a message for someone watching. Do not fear the fire. Do not fear the refining process. Growing up in church, there's a song that we sang called Refiner's Fire. And it's all about, I don't want to sing it, but like, I long to be holy, set apart for you, my master, ready to do your will. So it's about going through the refiner's fire and coming out gold, like a servant's heart, kind of like, and that's a whole other topic with church and like the pressure to perform and earn God's love and be good enough. It's all bullshit, in my opinion, because you are love. You are good enough. You are God. Like you have source in you, God in you, creator in you. So it's just like, I don't know. And don't get me started on that topic. But the point is, the refiner's fire is all about like going through the hardships, going through the pressure, going through painful situations that bring you out the other side shining like gold. You already are gold. It's just a refinement. It's just a pressure, a boiling down, like going through this, withstanding the heat of the flames to shine even brighter than you already are. And I just was getting that, you should not fear the process, the painful process, fear the fire, going through hardships, going through things in your life that stretch you and test you and grow you and expand. It's all for your expansion. It's all for you to have a wider reach. Because what does the sunflower do? It turns its face towards the sun. It's soaking up all of that energy, and then when the sun sets, the sunflower's head droops onto all the other plants and flowers and vegetation surrounding and distributes that energy and that light and that warmth. So if you can expand by going through the fire and your reach, you just create a greater reach. So anyway, look on the bright side. So even if you're going through something painful right now, it's actually preparing you to step into your power. And one tool that you can use as you step into your power is the word no. And you don't have to, sometimes it requires me to be very firm with my no. But not always. You don't always have to be a hard ass about it. Okay, Pisces. What are we doing? Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. Yeah, don't be a pussy and run from the fire. It's time to step up. People will recognize your power. They'll recognize your light. And they'll recognize that you're not here to fuck around. You're here to get shit done. And that's what shit is that to get done? It's to be a light. It's to expand. It's to grow. It's to be a source of strength to light others up so that they can be their own light and exponentially, repeat that process over and over and over and just light up the world. Okay, let me pull. This is what I was doing. Sorry, I just get so distracted so easily. So the card No, let's look that up. That comes from the suit of individuation and the power of being ourselves. Hell to the no, no, no. All right, no is a boundary, a mark of self-respect that recognizes what is and is not healthy or beneficial for you. The power of no is the ability to stand firm in your own space, even in the face of external pressure. Our no rests on the foundation of self-respect. Power of no is the ability to stand firm in your own space, even in the face of external pressure. Yeah, not to run off, afraid of the fire. Stand firm. We need to be able to say no in order to fully say yes. But when we exercise this power too often, we start missing things that are meant for us. It may feel safer to avoid letting in what might be new, scary, or just beyond our comfort zone. And yet, this approach lacks balance. When no becomes a default, it bypasses clarity and moves into negativity, rejecting everything. Saying an empowered no requires many other powers from this deck: courage, awareness, vulnerability, self-acceptance, speaking, and more. If you feel stretched too thin, need to draw a boundary, or have an invitation to decline, remember that no is not a rejection of others, but an affirmation of self. When empowered, the word no is clear, assertive, and self-protective. When underexpressed, submissive, overburdened. When overused, distant, overly negative, and guarded. Okay. Power of no. Oh, and then the frog stepping into your power. I forgot there's more message than just that. I guess I don't have to always read them from the books, but I like to, because I think that there's always something that can be learned or gained or gleaned, from all aspects, from the author of the cards, from my own perspective, from the colors, from whatever. Might as well get all the info we can, all the messages we can. Frog. Page 70. Stepping into your power. Elements, water, air, meaning don't take a back seat to your story. It's time to step up. The frog appears to those coming into their power, symbolizing the awakening creative energies within you. It's a truly transformational time for you, and there are many opportunities in this transition. The frog helps you swim through life's changes. His close connection to water will assist you in purifying and cleansing. Ha! Purifying and cleansing. What do boundaries do? What does the word no do? It's removing negativity. It's removing what's no longer meant for you, what's no longer good for you, what's no longer helpful. Awesome. Assist you in purifying and cleansing. He can help you release any emotional baggage. He reminds you to make choices based on what's right for you, helping you to maintain your personal integrity. The frog also heralds a prosperous time for you and those close to you. It is a time to enhance your intuition and focus yourself in order to strengthen your connection to the spirit world. A frog can survive in both water and on land. This shows us that it is possible to navigate between spiritual, emotional, and physical planes with ease. Beautiful. Literally beautiful. Shout out to, I'm going to say it, to my friend Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. I just did a reading for her, and this is right in line with clearing out what's no longer meant for you. That's a good message for all of us. But I think Jamie's also a Pisces. So I'm going to send her this video. Let's see. What deck? Holy Spirit, okay, we're doing Alice in Wonderland. What do you want to highlight for the past? What needs to be highlighted about the past? Okay, what about the horizon? The Jabberwocky. Judgment. What do we have for bridging energy, please? Connecting the past and the present. Five of Wands. Mountain, please. The obstacle for my Pisces to overcome. Three of Wands in reverse and the sunrise. Whew. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Taking responsibility. Yeah, taking ownership for your life. And death. We were just talking about clearing out the old, making way for the new. Like getting rid of things that are no longer meant for you. That's what death represents. So, yeah, this is stepping up and taking care of business. No longer fucking around. We're not running from this any longer. Ready for your villain era. If it means you're the bad guy, then it means you're the bad guy. But you have a job to do, and that's to be a light and to shine bright. Light shine bright everywhere you go. Music for the people to illuminate the soul. Light shine bright everywhere you go. Music for the people. Music for the people. Okay. In the past, what's being highlighted is we have Dorothy, we have Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Swords, the Red King. So, we know the Four of Swords represents, a need for mental peace, rest, relaxation. This is scared to move on, stagnant, lack of maturity, faking happiness, mental peace, relaxation. What is this? What is this for my Pisces? What is this? Thing here in the past, this fear of moving forward. I feel like when I look at this picture, when I look at this card, it's like, first of all, tell me that doesn't look like Prince. Doesn't it look like Prince? Purple rain, purple rain. But no, when I look at this, it just looks to me like a deep resignation. Like, okay, I got to do something I really don't want to do, but it's absolutely necessary. Like, it's something you can't avoid doing, and there's this hesitancy on moving forward and doing it, which makes sense when we see judgment here on the horizon, this Jabberwocky. Of course you're not excited and running towards dealing with this. It's scary. And didn't we talk about Shere Khan running from the fire? So yeah, there's this hesitancy to boss up and do what's needed in order for you to move forward on your journey in full power, in order for you to step into your power. Let's just see if we can get more clues about hesitating. This is not a deck of tarot, but I felt drawn to pulling from here. So can you show me a clue for the past from this deck? Wow, stability. Anchor, stability, door. It's like this is what you need in order to thrive. And you're right there. You're standing at the doorway of your breakthrough, of stepping into your power, coming from a place of strength, like we talked about. Going through the refiner's fire, going through that fire to come out gold, to shine even brighter than ever before. But it's so difficult to... My phone, I need to decline that phone call. Okay, that buzzing was bothering me. It's so difficult to reach down and lift others up when you're on unstable ground yourself. And I know that full well. I try to help people and I'm not stable myself, and it just always ends up in a big mess. So walking through this door, I think you're hesitating. You know that you're there. You know you're on the cusp of breakthrough. I have this sticky note right next to me. I don't even remember who wrote it or where it came from. It's not my handwriting, but I found it cleaning my room. This is a year of breakthrough. This is your year of breakthrough. And you're hesitating because it's a little bit scary. It's a little scary to boss up and to say no to things that you've never given pushback to before. But it's time to step into your power and to stop taking a back seat. It's time to stop hesitating. The thing is, what you're hesitating on doing is what you need the most, which is peace. Mental peace, relaxation, stability. I think with this bridging energy, what's happening here is whatever this is that you need to face, this judgment, the boundaries, the no that you need to utilize in order to fully express your power and step into your power, is you know that it's going to ruffle some feathers. Look at this. It's even ruffled feathers. That's crazy. It's going to ruffle some feathers. I didn't even notice that. It just came, like, I was just thinking of like Five of Wands energy is like clashing arguments, disagreements, clashing egos. And who are these feathers that you're ruffling anyway? Who are they in your story? Do they even have significance? Do they even really matter? Because as we all know, Dr. Seuss says those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter. So who cares? Who cares if you ruffle some feathers? You're being true to yourself and true to your calling for the greater good, because you need to come from a place of stability and strength and being anchored in your identity of who you are as a badass, as sometimes a villain in someone's story, but more importantly, as authentic you who shines bright like the sun. So yeah, that's why you're hesitating, is because you know it's going to be a little bit of, it's going to be uncomfortable standing up to people who really have no right speaking over you and your life and your choices. You're the one who wakes up every morning, looks in the mirror, and faces your day, faces your life, faces your reality with the choices you've made. So nobody else matters. Judgment. It's time. It's time to face who you truly are. It's time to step up. It's time to quit playing small. It's time to quit making others comfortable at the cost of yourself. Unleash your fury. I know this is not the story of the Jabberwocky, but this is how I'm intuiting it right now. It's like, yeah, no more. I'm no longer playing it small. This is me in all my glory. And I may be a villain in someone's story, and that's okay, because I'm the hero in mine. I love that Alice isn't even the main character right now to me. I'm just looking at this Jabberwocky and thinking, yeah, you go, girl. Look at it. These are even sparkles. It's like rainbow colored sparkles coming out of the fire of this Jabberwocky's mouth. So yeah, this is your time. It's your time to shine. This is your time to prove to yourself that you're not going to run from hardship. You're not going to run from something uncomfortable. You're not, for once, you're not going to choose comfort over discomfort. You're going to press on, push through that door. It's always the hardest at the door too, and right when it's like time to like actually open the door and step through it, that is the most resistance you're going to feel right as you get on the doorstep of breakthrough. And you're going to come from a place of strength, stability, so that you can stand tall like the stand tall like the sun, stand tall and strong and firm, and gives life and sustenance, not just to other vegetation, but to the little bumblebee too. Look at that. You play an irreplaceable role in this story. The world needs you. It needs your light. You know, you've walked a very difficult path up until this point. You've got strength. You've proven that. You have all these tools in your tool belt to overcome various different obstacles, as do I. And it's time for you to step forward so that you can expand and shine and redistribute that warmth and that strength. But it's going to ruffle some feathers along the way, and that's okay. Rebirth, absolution, judgment. Your challenge, self-doubt, holding on to the past, regret, doubting yourself. Now I'm going to make Alice the main thing that we look at here, and she just seems, she's in this whole new world of possibilities and wonder, and like, what is this? She's totally out of her element, and she must feel small and insignificant in this picture here. Like, can you just imagine like looking out and seeing all of this for the first time? I would just be in absolute awe and wonder and feel so small and insignificant. But this is your challenge. Your challenge is to silence the fear, silence the self-doubt, and step into your power. Imposter syndrome, no more. Insignificant, feeling small, feeling unworthy, no more. We're going to pull from this deck. Can you show me more about this challenge from my Pisces? Okay, well, this card clearly didn't want to go back in. I'm going to take it. I have to sneeze. Excuse Always comes in twos for me. Whew. One more. This obstacle. Oh, yeah, there's this fear of moving forward. There's this fear of upsetting the relationships in your life, the people, the players, honestly, the NPCs. You don't want to ruffle the feathers. You don't want your relationships to be wounded or hurt. Ace of Cups in reverse. You find fulfillment in connection, and that's amazing. All right, we have the universe, the World card in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Fool in reverse. So you're holding back from launching because of fear of what people will think. Maybe that's not even it. Maybe it's more the inconvenience of having to deal with what they're going to think and not wanting to create waves, not wanting to hurt relationships. But this is a necessary evil. Your villain era is a necessary evil. You're not really evil, but it's necessary for you to break forth. You're done. The refiner's fire is finished. It's time. Your slow cooker, your crock pot is beeping. It's time. You're done. It's time to come out. It's time to redefine who you are in the eyes of many. And it's all a part of your unfolding and a part of your purpose. So your challenge to overcome is this self-doubt. It's holding on to the past. It's being afraid of what these people are going to think. Let's see if we can get any advice on overcoming that challenge. I was thinking of this deck. Let's see. Is there any advice? 2 cards. 2 cards for my Pisces on overcoming this challenge, this feeling insignificant, doubting themselves. Oh my gosh, capable. Remind yourself of how capable you are. Remind yourself of the millions of lives you've lived, all of the strength you've acquired so far. It says you can deal successfully with whatever challenges and circumstances arise. Yes, you can. You can do hard things. You are more than capable. No matter what crops up, I believe in you. You can do it. You got this. You are capable. I did want to get 2. Actually, this card is poking out at my eyesight. Let's see. Truth. Wow. Arm yourself with truth. And truth is absolutely going to ruffle those feathers and upset some people. An honest desire to know and speak the truth produces beneficial results. It does. But when have you ever known someone telling the truth to appease everyone? No. It more than likely it's going to upset a whole lot of people. But it will produce results. Stepping into your power. No more taking a back seat. It's time for you to be a voice, to be a mouthpiece for truth, and you're capable to deal with whatever little side quests, little side fires that you need to put out or not put out. Let them burn. It's not your problem. And then we have the outcome here is the Hermit in reverse. It will be lonely. Yeah, at first it's going to be lonely, cleaning house, clearing out these little hens, these heckling hens. The Hermit in reverse is loneliness. Look at this little mouse in his little teacup house. But upside down, this represents sadness, loneliness, isolation. It is going to be lonely. But you know what? You have you. You have you. You're going to be just fine. What else in the outcome position? The sunrise. Is there any clue in here for my Pisces? A change of seasons. Absolutely. It is a change of seasons. 42. This is a change of seasons for you. And sure, it might be lonely, but it's necessary. This is transformation, life's ups and downs, development. In the center of this card stands a woman surrounded by blowing leaves, flowers, and snowflakes. Oh, I didn't see the snowflakes. Can you see that? It's kind of like, oh, there they are. Leaves, flowers, and snowflakes. As the wind blows them swirling up to her, she raises an arm in protection or welcome. We're not sure. This card reminds us that seasons change just as we do. Nothing is ever still, not a river, not even the mighty oak, and certainly not us. We are in a constant state of transformation. Even when we feel overwhelmed, if we can just quietly be, we will be moving in spite of ourselves. When life whirls around us, let the certainty of the cycle of seasons be a grounding force. Wow. I think this is a beautiful reading. It's very clear. This message is clear as day. It's time for you to quit playing small and to set aside the inconvenience or the resistance of stepping forward through that door. Everything changes once you step through that door. And it changes for the better. Choose to see the bright side, because once you step through that door and you stand in your full power and you become the villain in someone's story, there's this awakening, there's this rebirth, this new, strong, capable truth speaker that's going to upset some people, but more importantly, warm up so many more. Pisces, I love you. Step into your power. Mwah.